Good morning, everybody. And it is morning, and as you can see, we're not on a usual front porch. We're on a front patio today at the office. So hopefully I'll try and get some noise taken care of and everything. But again, I love the outside, even though I turn red, white, and peel, as most of y'all know and everything. But welcome to another Tip and Sip.
Cheers.
Cheers. I am Paul Trogdon, as always, with Sweet T Realty, powered by Caldwell Baker Seacoast Advantage. And for today's tip, we actually have Alyson with us, and she is with 210 Home Warranty. So, Miss Alyson, I want to go ahead and start off with, I always try to start with the basics, just so that everybody's on the same footing. What is a home warranty? And with that said, what is the difference between home warranty and home insurance?
Great questions. Those are questions that there's a big truck going by. Those are great questions that a lot of people do ask. So a home warranty is to help mitigate the costs of home ownership. We all know that over 50% of the country lives paycheck to paycheck. And that being said, your average HVAC repair is going to cost you about $400. That would break most people. So that's where the home warranty steps in. One of the things that I want you to note with what I said is it's not an emergency tool. It is to help mitigate costs. So yes, there are occasions that it takes a little bit longer to get a repair, but the ultimate thing is, instead of $9,500 for a new HVAC, you maybe are paying $1,500 to $2,000 out of pocket.
Okay.
Big difference, big savings, and so forth. So the biggest difference between home insurance and a home warranty, think of home insurance that repairs all the damage that's caused from the items that a home warranty covers. For example, let's say a water heater breaks, right? Water heater explodes. That's what everyone's freaking out over. The water starts draining everywhere. All the damage that's occurred from the water heater breaking is what the home insurance covers.
Okay.
A home warranty covers the water heater when it broke that caused the damage.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
okay.
That makes perfect sense. Now, home insurance is something, especially if you have a loan, you have to have.
Correct.
Home warranty, you don't have to have.
Correct.
But it makes a whole lot of sense.
It makes a big difference. For example, my HVAC in my house is from 2006. Knock on wood, it's running really well and efficiently, but I know and I'm confident that I can crank that AC down to 73 in the middle of the summer, and if it goes, I'm covered. I don't have to worry about...
Down to 73, isn't that cute? As we put it on 65 in our household for the summertime.
Well, yours is going to run a lot harder, a lot longer.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So one of the things I always suggest with homeowners is maintain your systems and appliances. If you're going to do a lot of laundry in the house, there isn't a bad thing to run some of your clothes with cold water instead of hot water. Sheets and those things, look, I get it. You want to run those with hot water. But if you can run your clothes, you protect your clothes better. They actually look better. They retain the color, and you're using your water heater a lot less, which, by the way, mine's also from 2006. Hence why I do have the home warranty on the house. So all of those being said, you want to maintain, that's a great tip to, as a homeowner, really look into, if you're not going to do a home warranty, at least look into working with an HVAC company, one of your locals, not a national, but go local, because we want to support local, and set yourself up on a twice-a-year maintenance program. Have them come out in the spring, early spring, so they can just make sure the system's flushed, everything's good to go, you're up to date on refrigerant. In the fall, again, make sure the system's ready to go. Your heat pump is ready. The strips look all nice and clean. Everything's tight, buttoned, and ready for the season.
Now, does 210 Home Warranty have something with that also?
We do. We do. So we have, when you purchase a home warranty through a real estate agent, like Paul, like some of the other members from his team, anytime you go through a retail agent professional, sales professional, you actually get a stronger coverage through us. That coverage is the most comprehensive that we offer completely. In addition, we have this really cool thing called a twice-a-year HVAC tune-up. It's a whopping $50 to add on to your home warranty, and it guarantees in February and March, and again September and October, that somebody's going to come out. You have to set the appointment, but it guarantees that someone's coming out to go ahead and get your system ready to go.
Now, let me just, side commercial. Hey, have you ever had... No, I'm kidding. But with that said, side note, just wanted to let you know, here in the last couple of weeks with the summer coming, we hit a couple hot days, I have had no problems with my HVAC system at all. Well, that's just it. I could have knocked as hard as I could, but unfortunately, I did have an issue. But guess what? One phone call, and it was taken care of because I have 210 warranty. Yay for me.
Yeah.
And so instead of it costing hundreds of dollars, like you said,
correct,
I paid, I think, $100 for them to come out. And that was it. They were able to fix it. It wasn't a huge deal. Don't have to redo the whole system or anything like that. But in the past, once again, I had a whole blower go out up in the attic. Once again, I had 210 warranty, and they were able to take care of that for me. And again, I think I only paid $100 for that.
Yeah.
Wash machine, I have a new wash machine, 210 warranty. And so just wanted to let you guys know that out of a couple warranty programs, because again, I've only been with Coldwell Banker Seacoast Advantage for 8 years, and I do believe in warranties. So I've had other companies before that did not take care of me as nicely, and that is out there. So let me ask you this from that standpoint, because sometimes you hear some of these stories of like, well, I called the warranty company and they said if you check on page 5,437 at the bottom of this thing in the fine print under subparagraph 2.7, no. How does somebody know if like a refrigerator is covered or not covered or anything along those lines? I know that we have our usual pamphlet, and again, not too much is in fine print, but not trying to make it too thick, but something along those lines.
So my theory is, when in doubt, file a claim. When in doubt, file a claim, because we have what's called our even if guarantee. So what that means to your clients, to you as a homeowner, or to other real estate agents that could be watching this too, if you file a claim and it turns out it's not covered, maybe it's pre-existing condition, maybe it falls outside the parameters of our home warranty, you then go back in the system, because we do have a portal to make things even more efficient, right? We know not everything is perfect, right? We understand, and as a company, we recognize that we want to do everything we can to go and make the transaction, to make the situation as smooth as possible. Because when it's 900 degrees outside and it's just hotter in your house, you want to get, and you're on edge, and you want to get things done as smoothly as possible. So you can go in, if it turns out, Paul, that it's something that's denied, you can then request your $100 service fee back. Because that $100 service fee is not something that's paid to us as a company, it's paid directly to the contractor. Think of it like when you go to the doctor, when you go to the doctor's office and you have a copay. Similar concept. Okay. And there are certain things that aren't necessarily covered depending on what your coverage is. So we have 3 different levels of coverage: the simple, the standard, and the supreme. The simple only covers the 3 most expensive things in your home: your refrigerator, your hot water heater, and your HVAC system. Okay, the most expensive. However, that being said, there are certain parameters that are not covered that are on standard and supreme.
Okay.
Standard coverage is going to cover, think of a peach: plumbing, electric, appliance, cooling, and heating. So a peach.
I like that.
Okay. So that's what the standard coverage is going to do. Now, remember when I said all the little things that drive you crazy? That's what's covered under supreme. So modifications, code violations, refrigerant recovery, disposal, because I know it sounds crazy, but you can't take an HVAC system out and leave it on the side of the road for the trucks to pick up. You just can't do that, right? They have to be disposed of properly and environmentally safe. So that's what I mean, where there could be non-covered costs that you do have, but it's still significantly less than you would see anywhere else. And quite frankly, we pride ourselves as a company and work so diligently and so hard to make sure that our reputation is where it should be. We've actually increased with a Better Business Bureau. We went from a B+ to now an A. So
Which is really hard in a warranty company, just by the way.
Yes.
Just to let y'all know.
So it is something we work really diligently. After every single claim, we send out a survey to find out where are we, how are we doing. And I'm proud to say in this area of the country, in my territory, our contractors receive a 4.5 out of 6-star rating.
Nice.
So I'm very proud of that. It is something we work hard. And the other side, we approve 97.3% of all of our claims.
That's good.
I mean, that is hard to see other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, to deny less than 3%, yes, that's a fear that everybody has, but I promise you, our home warranty is worth the paper it's written on.
That's good to know. Now let me ask you this, a couple questions coming to mind. So what if, because you were talking about some of the vendors that you use, 4.5, what if there is something that you cover, but all of a sudden, because I know companies are always changing and whatnot, and there's nobody in system, I guess, like, you know,
that would work on something.
That would work on something.
Sure.
How would that client be covered with
Sure.
that?
Well, let's use the example of geothermal HVAC systems, right?
Okay.
They are phenomenal in terms of efficient because a lot of them have been around for 30 plus years, right? They're incredible systems. They're incredibly expensive, and they're even more difficult to work on, right? Think of like a Tesla, okay? There are very few people that can work on a Tesla. Same concept. So when that does occur, and you go on your portal, you file a claim, and typically within a few minutes, similar to an Uber system, we go ahead and allocate or assign a contractor who's readily available to go to you.
Yes.
Should it extend over 24 hours, that's when you receive a notification to go ahead and go out of network. If you decide to go out of network, there are very set rules that you need to follow. Again, similar, it's not anything new or made up. This is literally the same thing we all go through with medical insurance.
Exactly.
You know, it's the same concept. 70% is going to be covered, if that, and then you go from there. Now, we do believe in our major pillars as a company. Number one is do the right thing. There are many times that we will concession dollars toward a claim because it's doing the right thing or in good faith. We're human beings, you're human beings. Everything is in the United States. We all work together. We know that there are things like inflation. There are things that can make items very expensive. So we do everything that we can. More likely we end up losing on our end, but it's okay because we're doing the right thing and we can put our heads on our pillows at night and go to sleep.
I hear you. Now, you were talking about the 3 different tiers, and again, I know that you were talking about how with real estate agents, you know, you can get a better tier. Are we talking thousands of dollars? Are we talking $5? Are we talking one-time payment? Are we talking yearly, monthly?
Yep.
How does that look with somebody's budget?
Great question. So if you call my friend Paul and you ask him for a home warranty for help for it, again, you do not have to be in a transaction. You do not have to be in a real estate transaction. Because you are going to your trusted real estate professional, he can go ahead and offer this to you. Now, you can do monthly payments if you'd like. Our most expensive plan is going to cost you $64 per month, which is affordable, right? And that will cover 1 year of coverage. Now, you can also do one-time payments. If you're in the state of North Carolina, there is tax on those items. So the bottom tier is $555. The middle tier, which is the standard coverage, is $645. And then our top is $765. Now, here's something that's cool. Let's say they're buying a new construction. Okay?
Okay.
Brand new home. Alyson, why would you really need a home warranty on a brand new home? I'll tell you.
That's a great question. I'm glad I asked.
Because it's one of those things that the refrigerators, your appliances are just not made like they used to be,
no,
right? You are more likely to have your ice maker break in certain brands. your ice maker is going to break within the first 2 to 3 years of owning this brand new refrigerator. It's just what happens, guys. It's the lay of the land. So that being said, with new construction, take the warranty for 1 year that the builders are offering you and all the manufacturers are offering. And then with us, you can get 3 years of coverage for $750. So you essentially are having 4 years of coverage
for the price of 1 year.
For the price essentially of 1 year on the resale side.
That is really cool.
It is a fantastic deal, and then you're not worried about it. And you know, there's little things that can happen. HVAC systems, sometimes when they're installed, they're not fully charged. And that pound of refrigerant can be anywhere from as little as $125 to as much as $400 some places in the country. So, you know, the unexpected is expensive.
Yes. No, you are correct. You are correct. Now, so looking at warranties and stuff like that, and the different levels, and I'm asking this question because I know the answer, but I want y'all to know the answer. Is there a chance of covering my deep freezer out or my hot tub in the back?
Yes.
Do y'all offer extra things like that?
We do. Thanks for asking, Paul. We do. There are additional things. Like if you have an extra refrigerator in the garage, you can always add that. We do have roof leak coverage too. It's a little bit different, but it helps mitigate small repairs that happen with a non-named storm. Okay, the named storms are what your insurance is going to cover, your home insurance. But your pools, your spas, your hot tubs, absolutely, you can add additional coverage to that. And it's all fully broken down. I think if you happen to have a saltwater pool, a saltwater pool is going to run you about $350. Now, remember, saltwater pools are extremely expensive to maintain, and therefore the coverage add-on's a little bit more money. So always, always, always feel free to reach out to myself or your other 210 home warranty. If you're in other places of the country, I have some fantastic coworkers, so you can always reach out to any of us. We all work on the same team with additional questions that you have. And the other thing to make note, pricing per state is going to be different as well. Okay, so North Carolina, South Carolina are the same pricing. If you go to Tennessee, I believe only offers the simple plan and supreme.
Okay.
They do not offer standard. So other places in the country are going to be like that too. Just reach out. You can reach out to Paul and I can help get you the answers.
All right. Now, as far as warranty claims and all that kind of stuff, and just, you know, kind of learning more about warranty and everything, and we've gotten some good information out of this. I hope you've been taking notes. If not, stop, rewind, and watch it again. And make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it. But with that said, what would be maybe a #1 tip with the whole warranty system?
Don't wait until it's 100% dead. If you know you hear your HVAC maybe making little noises, maybe in the middle of the summer, in the middle of a 95-degree day, you see that it takes 3 hours to cool instead of the typical 2, that's when you file a claim. Don't wait till it's fully dead. Because especially with older systems, it can take sometimes a couple of days to get a contractor out. Our contractors work Monday through Friday and do not work on holidays. So it's inevitable. July 3rd at 4:30 is when the HVAC's going to fully die. Happens every year. I get a phone call every year.
Even though you've known for a month.
Exactly. Exactly. When in doubt, if you feel you know your house, you know your systems, you know, even if you're not somebody that pays full attention to everything, you can still tell. It's when you have that, something's not right. That's when you go ahead and file a claim. That way you're not feeling the super level of frustration. And then worst case scenario, it's something that's not covered or everything's perfectly fine. You now have the peace of mind and you can get your $100 service fee reimbursed if it's something not covered, right?
Yeah. Now, let me also say this, which I don't know of any other warranty company that does this and has anything, but I know for a fact at several of our local offices here in the Wilmington area that, let's say you have done the non-tip and you waited till it broke to make a phone call. Whenever it comes to HVAC, they actually have
portable HVAC systems.
Yes, portable HVAC systems that I as a realtor can bring to you, or you can come pick up to help out because of those things.
That's actually only a Coldwell Banker thing. Coldwell Banker, Seacoast Advantage, with our partnership, that's something that Tim Milam and Carolyn Ownby had actually said that they would go ahead and do. So they went and purchased in conjunction. We helped them with some discounts on it, and they went ahead and purchased it on behalf of you guys as real estate agents, and because it offers a stronger value to your partners, to your trusted clients. It is something that I always suggest. If we're friends on social media and there's any kind of deals, I always post them to make sure that you guys have the tools. God forbid, nobody wants to be hot. Nobody ever wants to be hot, and nobody ever wants to be cold.
And that's why we're doing it in the morning today instead of, because it's supposed to be up to like 92 today. So, y'all know me.
I love it. I love it. It's just one of those things. It's a really good thing as a real estate professional, and again, as a member of the Seacoast family, because as you all are watching this, you're a member of the family. That's one thing that Tim always says, that everybody here always talks about. And as cheesy as it sounds, it's actually a reality. Yeah,
and I've had some clients, you know who you are, had to use that before, and it was a lifesaver. I mean, it really was. That's some really good stuff.
Thanks.
I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily really think, why do I need to have, warranty? It's like, well, it's an older home, things could break. Okay, that makes sense, but is it really worth $750 a year, or is it worth paying $70 a month, type thing? And the answer is yes. Just bottom line, the answer is yes.
Paul, think of the last time you had a car repair out of nowhere. What did that cost?
About $500.
Yeah. I used to have a vehicle prior to my current one, which is why I don't have it anymore, that literally it felt like every other month, it was probably every quarter, I had to drop another $2,000 into that vehicle.
Wow.
Because of, and it's where it is. It was over 80,000 miles. It had some love that it needed. And it's the same thing with your home. If you have something break, I mean, who has an extra, you may have an extra $2,000 to buy a new refrigerator, but do you want to? That's the other thing. That $2,000 could be used instead towards something with your family.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So guys, with that, thank you for joining us on this Tip and Sip, and Alyson, thank you for informing us exactly what a warranty is and does, and the ins and outs, the difference between insurance and everything like that. And again, the tip, again, most of us go, fridge no work, food go bad, now call. No, you open up the fridge and something just doesn't feel right.
That's when you call.
Go ahead and do that. So that is a great tip. So
thanks.
Guys, with that said and done, that's this month's Tip and Sip.
Cheers.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for having me.